Aaron here with Ultraliminal Consulting. Are you ready to be exceptional at your work? Are you ready to be a leader? Not sure how to get there? That's okay. This is for you. Your job as leader is to be an informed decision maker. And that means that you have to set time aside in your calendar, in your day, to gather information. That could be speaking with your staff, reading through emails or documents, or listening to different people, whoever they might be, and pulling those facts together to then make an informed decision. You have some people who like to think of that as, paralysis by analysis, and I would strongly disagree. I would say it's just doing proper due diligence. And if you have people trying to rush you through proper due diligence, that's a problem. And you as leader have a responsibility to act on that and say, no, stop, time out. We're not making good decisions. We're making poor decisions because we're not doing this informed. It's no fun trying to solve complex problems and running through walls just to find out that when you get through the wall, the floor underneath you falls away because of poor planning. So, and then not doing your due diligence. So remember, you need to take the time to do that. Take the time, go gather all the facts, read the proper things, maybe even read a few things that are tangential to that so you have a little bit more scope and breadth of what's going on. And then work with your staff on that as well. Teach them to do the same. Have a couple of them walk through the process with you, or in fact, delegate some of it out so they have to find and research some of the facts. Obviously, if you're doing this with things that are more complex, it's important to work through what information is good and poor or bad, and then to work with them on where to find good sources of information, how to evaluate information. Like, these are all very teachable moments, and they're important because as you work through your day, as you work through your work, and the more critical things become, or the more elevated, whether it be cost-wise or time-sensitive they become, doing proper due diligence is exceedingly important because the cost of not doing so can get even greater. And so you only teach that to your staff by actually, one, you demonstrating it because you do it in your own actions and what you're trying to do in your work. And then two, by having them walk through that process as well so they can start connecting the dots. You have to lay that framework out. You have to lay out that structure of finding information, how to evaluate information, and then how to put it into a coherent message or into a coherent story to be able to then pass forward up the chain or across the chain so everybody understands is on the same page, for the same sheet of music, so to speak, through the operation or whatever you're doing. So remember, due diligence is not paralysis by analysis. It's just due diligence, and it's good to do. So remember, teach your staff, show it, demonstrate it, explain why, because it's important. Until next time.